not comfortable.
You comfy?
I don't even know what I'm going to say. No, don't start yet.
It started. We're in the podcast.
Sonny,
Do you know this by
I'm
now?
I'm
We've
changing
started.
this. Cut this. Please cut all this, Sonny.
It doesn't work like that.
No,
This isn't an editing
I'm not ready.
machine.
I'm not.
This
I'm not in a podcast mood yet. Just please wait.
You're the one who wanted to do it early, and it's not even early. It's 11 a.m. For those simpletons out there.
We've not started yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay.
Sorry, I just need a minute after your.
I'm not ready. I don't
Rampage.
feel ready. Hi, guys.
Are you ever going to be ready
I'm
mentally?
ready. Okay.
Great.
Hi, everyone. It's Ruby here.
And I'm Sunny, I guess.
Welcome back to Payne and Bloody Simple, where Sunny is simple and I'm a pain.
When you came up with the Payne and Simple idea, you then said to me, and I don't know where you got this from, you were like, but why are you Payne and I'm simple? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, why do you get to be Payne and I'm simple? And I haven't brought any of this up. You instantly put yourself in the simple category, which I think says a lot about you.
Well, I'll be the pain now then. But
I'm happy being the simple.
Before we start this pod, I've got something to play everyone. So, if you know our father, he's super creative,
Is
ambitious.
He?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd class him as the creative type. He's definitely ambitious, hardworking, blah, blah,
Well,
blah.
he knows some creative people because get a listen to.
He sent us just a file, and he said was, I couldn't help myself.
He put, sorry, couldn't help myself. Here we go.
Payne and Simple, Payne and Simple. It's the Payne and Simple podcast.
What the fuck is...
It's the worst thing I've ever heard, personally.
There's an extended version.
There is an extended version that just goes on for way too long.
It goes on for 18 whole seconds.
Way too long.
It sounds like we're at a shit circus. Welcome to the Payne and Simple podcast.
I said it sounds like an Irish band, but none of the members are actually Irish.
Do you want to listen to the long one?
Okay, let them hear it.
Payne and Simple, Payne and Simple. Welcome to the Payne and Simple podcast, hosted by siblings Ruby and Sunny, the brother and sister duo who share their sibling stories and weekly chat. Payne and Simple.
What could be funnier is if it just doesn't stop. It just really keeps going on and on and on.
Did you not hear that my name came first? So that means that I'm Dad's favourite.
Yeah, doesn't bother me.
I don't care.
I have a few questions still. I want to know where he got this from. Who's singing it? Is it like an AI generated voice?
Oh my gosh, if it is,
it sounds a little bit like it could be.
Well done, Andrew. He did say to us, what kind of vibe do you want it to be then? So maybe we could ask you guys as our listeners, what vibe should we have? Should we have some more hardcore rock and roll or... Weekly recap.
Now you're in the podcast mood. I can tell.
What did you do this week, bro?
I've done a few things. I went and saw a fellow called Mr. Swallows.
Oh, yeah.
Also known as Nick Mohammed, who's probably most well known for playing Nate on Ted Lasso.
Whoop, whoop.
So I saw him. He has this character called Mr. Swallows, which is like a high-pitched, high-energy magic comedy kind of thing. It's not a crazy amount of magic, but there's a bit of like tricks and stuff. And so he did the show. But when we were there, I went to the toilet, and as I came out the toilet, this guy held the door open for me. I just thanked him and went away. I went to my dad, and I was like, I think Higgins from Ted Lasso just held the door for me.
He's a really like geeky looking guy, but Sonny said he had a goatee.
Well, do you know, if anyone's watched Ted Lasso, which again we're going to talk about in a bit, the bit where he gets fired and he's playing like a big double bass or something, and he's all sad and he's got a goatee to show he's sad.
A what?
A goatee.
A goatee.
A goatee.
A goatee. You were like, he had a goatee.
There's bigger problems in the world, Ruby.
Okay.
Than the spacing.
It's not spacing. It's called.
Yep.
I can't.
Yep.
It's called.
Just stick with spacing. And so
Emphasis. The way you emphasize a word. Continue.
And then Hannah Waddingham, is that how you say her last name?
Absolute legend. She's a star. And her shoulders and arms are to die for.
Who plays Rebecca. She comes storming in as well and goes up to Higgins, give each other a big hug. And we're like, okay, Higgins is here. He did hold the door. And they came and they watched the show and they just chilled in the audience. And they didn't really get that manic.
Okay, what else have you done?
Went and met this guy and did some
Dodgy.
some gym videos. I filmed him working out, and all I can say, working out looks really hard.
He was so strong.
It
You know
looks
that
really
thing where
tough.
they can like walk up an invisible wall? He could do all that shit. So cool.
And invisible when he's doing like a pull-up. I think people need to know that part as well.
Nah, people know what I mean.
But he was also doing that stuff where like you're holding onto a pull-up bar and you just put your body completely vertical. And the last thing I did was I finally saw our family.
What? Well done.
After all these weeks, I finally saw our family without you. You missed out this time.
I had work.
You're the sucker. We went to sort of Liverpool Street area. Came over. We got some lunch and we hung out.
That's very nice.
So what have you been up to? Hit me with it.
Oh, I went to this lovely food festival. I spoke about going last week on the pod. It was to a place called Pop Brixton. And the people I went with, one of them was quite pissed off that they didn't get a shout out. So I went with Juan, because he got pissed that I didn't say his name. I went with Juan, Lexi, and Florence. It was so nice.
What did you eat? That's what we want to know.
Oh, we
what
got so
food was
much.
at the food
Yeah.
festival?
We did like this VIP thing. So you got like 3 free drinks or 2 free drinks or something and 1 food thing. So we kind of all got random things. So we got this lovely pizza, proper
Nice.
pizza oven. So nice.
Nice.
We got these gigantic, like the size of a big M&S Scotch egg.
Nice.
But they're mac and cheese balls.
Nice.
So good. We also got like fried chicken.
Nice.
Delicious, your fave. But yeah, lovely food festival. I also went to see Choir of Man.
Yeah, you went and saw a show again. So
I
you
know,
bully
what's
me
going
for
on?
going to the cinema all the time.
No, this was such a good show. The harmonies, the music. I laughed, I sobbed, I sang along because you were allowed. It was insane. So Choir of
'Cause
Man.
you were
Yeah,
allowed-
well,
you're allowed to cry.
controversial. No, allowed to sing.
Sing along. I know. I get it.
Oh, I also went to the Cotswolds.
Yeah, you were bigging that up. How was the roast dinner? Because that seemed to be what you were most excited
Oh
for.
my gosh, it was delicious. We were sat in this lovely garden with like lovely umbrellas. I had frozen sangria. It was delish.
You make the sangria?
No.
No.
We had a barbecue,
You're not
though.
skilled enough for that.
We had a barbecue, but it was a big game day for Lewis's football team, and
Yep.
they
Man, you can tell the public.
yeah, but they lost. But yeah. Oh, and also I had a really crazy day at work on Wednesday. We had a photo shoot.
Ruby-
I felt so bougie.
Ruby had like, you described it to me and I thought it was very funny. Do you know when you're like a really young kid and your parents drag you in to do a photo shoot for some reason?
No.
And you have to take all these cheesy pictures with your
Honestly,
family?
we did like team
It felt like,
pictures.
yeah, you and your boss, he was your dad, you were
No,
saying.
no. Firstly, we had to do like headshots, and it really took me back to my traumatic musical theatre days. We then like did some sight shots. Kivia and I, she is teeny tiny, and I'm like 5'5". Chris is genuinely 6 foot something. We looked like his 2 children. It was so awkward. We were stood, we had our hand on his shoulder. It was so
Oh,
awkward.
God.
But we took some really good shots. We had a great day. Got some lovely content for my own Instagram as well, which will be coming soon.
Well, hell yeah, so check that out, I guess. It's time for What's In.
And what's out? Welcome to In and Out, everyone. That game where we just say what's in and out.
So this week you're telling us...
Plain and simple.
It's gonna grow on
No,
you.
I hate it, but I can't stop singing it.
Maybe it's something that you start using ironically and then eventually it just stops being ironic and you just use it.
No. I had what's in this week, right?
Tell us what's in. Tell us what's in.
I really struggled because what's in is way harder than what's out. I have 2 things.
Oh wow, you were struggling. Now you've got 2 things.
Harry Styles is in and will
Okay.
always
Yeah.
forever be in.
I think that guy's gonna make it big one day.
He's a star. He's an ultimate fucking star. And I'm seeing him.
Straight over you.
I'm
Just whatever.
seeing him in a matter of days. And I am so
You're
excited.
itching for it. I can see you.
I can't wait.
You like look out the window at the
Yeah,
Wembley Stadium
do.
with like your palm on it, all sad, like just waiting for that day.
I can't wait. So Harry Styles is in for me.
Hell yeah! And then what's your other in?
I ordered on
Oh.
TikTok Shop.
Oh, was this by any chance at like 2 a.m, half asleep? 'Cause
Yes.
that's when
No,
you
I
order
actually
things off
did.
TikTok
It
Shop.
was actually like middle of the night.
But you also forget you order stuff off TikTok Shop.
I
So
know.
you call it ordering things in your sleep.
What's in for me? Freeze-dried sweets. Guys, if you haven't got them, go on TikTok. I got mine from Candyworks. Insane. Sonny didn't like the texture.
wasn't. No, it was just like you get a sweet and then it becomes like a hard, sandy, plasticky like
No.
crystal. It was just dried up sugar.
I don't think so.
That
It was
stuck
insane.
together. It was
I
like
loved it.
granules that would break away. It wasn't very nice. It literally was like I'm chewing sugar.
Well, I don't care because I loved it and that was in for me. Freeze-dried sweets. Get yourself some. What's out, Sonny?
What's out this week? What's out is actors.
Here we go.
SAG-AFTRA, which stands for the Screen Actors Guild of American Federation of Television and Radio Arts, or Radio Artists.
SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, we'll just call it SAG. This week, they've got strike authorization. Now, I'm just going to say, I don't know all the facts. Maybe do your own research, you simpletons. But pretty much they've got the authority to strike now, along with the writers.
Can I just interrupt you?
Yeah.
We did do a poll on the gram about simpletons and Payne babies, and I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, but do you trust whatever the simpletons are saying?
They're not called that because they're now called Payne babies.
You're not going to catch me saying that.
Well, I will.
Anyway,
You're my Payne babies. Carry on.
97% voted yes to strike. 97%.
Actors.
Yeah. Anyone who's a member of SAG. So pretty much it's simple. I won't get too deep into it, but they want better pay, obviously, but it's mostly about residuals in the streaming world and protection from AI. Same sort of stuff the writers are asking for.
Yeah.
Just pay people what they're owed, you know? Like, I know this is more SAG and not the writers, but some writers literally can't survive off their wage and they're writing like blockbusters and they still can't pay their rent.
I know.
So that's what's out is actors, but like
not by choice.
No, not by choice. They're doing it to get what they want. But now, no writers, no actors,
no film, no TV.
Nothing.
I guess. Well, that's a sad.
So that's what's out.
In and out.
Is actors. What are you watching then?
Well,
can I just do a couple of shout outs to some other stuff I watched this week?
Okay, quick.
Very quick. I'm not going to talk about it.
Talk about your little Spider-Man.
Yeah, of course, the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was great. Go check it out. The animation style is beautiful and almost like mind-bending how they mix all the styles together. But besides that, I also watched the Blackberry movie.
Oh, yeah, you said.
Really enjoyed that. If you like The Social Network, it's not as good as The Social Network. The characters are quite funny. There's some questionable wigs towards the end.
What?
Like, there's a character who, when he gets older, his hair goes more white and stuff. I don't know where we can get it here, but I've managed to watch it, so I'm sure you guys can too.
I've started New Girl.
Yes, you've started New Girl, a show that started in like 2013 or something.
Oh my God, I love it. And you know, when I first moved to London, I used to live in a house with 4 guys and me, right? And watching New Girl is exactly how it was. They would help me with any relationship issues. I would help them. We would cook. We'd have cheese board nights. Oh my God, dream house. Sorry, other than you. They were my dream boys. I loved living with them.
I'm not offended.
It was insane.
You can go live with them if you want.
No, they've all moved on. One's married.
Damn.
One still lives in the house.
One does still live in the house. In fact, I went over to that house the other day.
Yeah,
which is quite a weird little... This house you lived in...
Like 2018, 2019.
So like, 4 years ago.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, New Girl just reminded me so much. I'm on... I think I'm about to finish season 1 and I love it.
Well, we've both finished Ted Lasso. And we figured we might as well talk about it because it's a pretty big show that a lot of people seem to watch.
It's insane.
And you really love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so I figured we'll start by ranking the seasons. But here's your warning. Spoilers for most of Ted Lasso. Season 1, Ted joins, Rebecca wants to do him in. That's the first season. Yep. Season 2, everyone's sort of on his team, but Nate becomes like a bit of a dick and Rupert buys the other team. Season 3 is like the head-to-head of that.
I'm going to go season 3, 1, 2. I just loved season 3. It felt like everything came together. I got the endings. I love it.
I think I would honestly go 1, 2, 3.
Would you?
Yeah. I think 3 has definitely been the weakest season.
No.
Which is good. I guess that's good that we've got some differing opinions over here.
Woohoo!
So we're not going to go crazy, but I've put a couple notes and a couple questions just to talk about.
Yeah.
And I figured it makes sense to just start with Ted. Now, I've been seeing a lot of complaints that not enough Ted. We need more Ted. The show's called Ted Lasso, but he's not really the main character anymore.
It's mainly because probably all the other characters, Roy, Keeley, Rebecca, everyone, Nate, they've all now got their own storylines. And to be honest, Ted isn't my favourite character.
Exactly. Well, then I see the other side of the coin where people are saying this season's about Ted's effect. So it's about all the other characters and how they've been affected by Ted and who they are now because of that. And so I definitely can see that, and I think that makes sense. And I don't have an issue with that. However, I probably would have liked a bit more of Ted.
Yeah, also I hated his ending. I hated that he just went home.
Yeah, but
I know he's got a kid.
What else were you expecting?
I don't know, I feel like Ted's just going to go back to his life. His therapist is still in London. All his mates are in London. I just didn't really like Ted's ending.
It'd be a cheaper ending and sacrifice if they all just came to Richmond. The whole point is he had to leave, I guess.
Yeah, I understand that.
Now, you may have noticed maybe a shift in tone or feel this season to the other seasons. That most likely is because the showrunner changed from a guy called Bill Lawrence, who co-created it, to Jason Sudeikis. He became the full-on showrunner this season. Maybe that's why there was slight different. I don't know if anyone else.
I didn't feel the change.
Okay, well that's just some behind-the-scenes stuff that happened. I guess, the whole thing about Ted Lasso that people care about is it's very funny and heartfelt and emotional. So what did you think about the humor this season?
I just find it all funny. I don't know. The Diamond Dogs are my favourite part of the whole show. And the fact that in the end when Roy asks to be a diamond dog, but he asks it like, can I be a diamond dog?
That's quite a good impression.
Because Lewis, my boyfriend, is Roy Kent.
Quite a good
he is Roy
impression.
Kent. I just find it so serious but so funny at the same time. Where even when they're doing the World Cup and them two have to go against each other, it's so funny.
I thought that was a really good bit where
it's so funny.
The two of
he
the
breaks
teammates,
his nose.
get put on separate teams and instantly
enemies. One of them doesn't.
Yeah, well, one of them instantly enemies.
Yeah,
we're on different teams. You're my enemy. You're no longer my teammate. I thought that was a good bit. I personally love whenever the team do goofy stuff. Like when they did the whole song and stuff towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
I love when they do silly stuff. I also really like when they do like non-masculine, like traditional non-masculine things.
Yeah, I loved when they did the...
Like movie night and the crying at the movies. I don't know. I just think I quite like that. I really like how the show plays on masculinity with characters like Jamie and Roy who start off being your traditional, somewhat toxic masculinity and how they change. So I've always liked when they show the team, and obviously football can have a bit of like a negative... stereotype
well, it's the whole
put
thing
onto some of it.
With Colin, and he can't say that he's gay, and then he comes out in the end and it's so good. Oh
Honestly, what was really upsetting, or not upsetting, like happy upsetting, was at the end when they're all celebrating. And he finally gets what he wants.
Oh, I know.
He's like, all I wanted
sobbing.
was my fella, or whatever he says, to come on the pitch, give me a kiss of like celebration, and not be judged or whatever, because all the other guys get the girls to do it.
I sobbed throughout.
Simple
Honestly,
one.
the whole last episode.
I definitely think there's a laugh out loud moment in every episode.
Yeah, definitely.
There's definitely a moment where I physically do laugh.
I love in the PR company, Barbara. She's such a weirdo. But Keely and Barbara are so cute together.
Well, that's the beauty of Keely, is she's just always nice
lovely.
to people and just, positive.
I do wish Roy and Keely got together properly in the end, which I guess is still unknown.
Well, I guess maybe that's something else we should get into is Roy and Jamie. Their little dynamic, because that was one of my favourite parts of the season.
Yeah.
And then I really thought they fumbled the end with them fighting over Keely. I see the point, and I also really like the part where they go to Keely and they say, we're just going to let you choose.
Yeah,
and
what
then it cuts,
dickhead
exactly,
thing to
and then it
do.
cuts to them being like, what idiots are we? And she obviously said no. I liked that.
I loved when it was Roy's birthday and he comes round and his niece gives him the tie-dye shirt and he wears the shirt. Love that. And I also love when Jamie was having a really hard time and then they go into Jamie's bedroom and it's Keely with the football over her tits.
I thought that was
Roy.
hilarious. Yeah,
it was great.
I thought that was so funny because I think the implication of that joke is that Jamie has manifested this life from day one. Just picture like this 10-year-old who like, I want the perfect life, and he gets it.
Yeah.
And I just think that's a very like funny implication to that joke. The highlight for me was the Amsterdam episode.
Yeah, loved Amsterdam.
I loved the whole learning to ride a bike with those two.
That's when you found out about Colin.
Exactly.
Properly.
I think that's the peak of the season. I think this season had some really good highs like that. You still hate Nate.
No, do you know what? I hate the only thing I hate about him.
He's been redeemed in your eyes?
I hate the spit. Nate, basically, to feel more confident, he gets told to like be intimidating. So he decides for his thing to spit at anything. He spits in a mirror. He spits on the floor. But I can't even explain how uncomfortable it makes me. And that makes me not like him as a person. But Nate, I hated throughout the whole last season, except for when he quit got fired from the restaurant. I don't mind. I like that he came back as the assistant kit man. And I didn't...
Assistant to the kit man. There's actually a load of great little Easter eggs and details in this show. It's very impressive. I mean, I won't get into it. Just watch a fucking YouTube video or something if you really care. But like just little things Do when they all give the ripped up believe sign?
Yeah.
Jamie gets his out of the book that got given to him like in season 2 or something.
Oh, lovely.
So there's like little details like that. I'm just gonna rattle off a couple last minute questions to you, and then
Okay.
we'll finish this section up. Did you feel satisfied?
Yeah.
Fully satisfied? You're happy with it?
Like I said, I didn't like Ted's ending. I wish Rory and Keely got together, but I loved Rebecca's ending. I wish it wasn't going to end ever. I wish he would just come back.
Well, this is the next question. Should it continue?
No.
Spin-offs?
No.
Anything? No?
Nope.
Women's team. And
Yeah.
it ends with Keely being like, yeah, I've got an idea for you, Rebecca. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. She opens up the pamphlet or the booklet and it says like Richmond's woman team. And they all scream in excitement. That could easily be a spin-off. I don't think it should continue. Me
Women's
personally.
team I would be up for.
So that's Ted Lasso.
Do you know what time it is? It's time for...
Flat Fury.
I have my issue. It's so little and stupid, but I don't mind living with you, so it's fine. We have a scrub daddy. We have a scrub daddy, one with a handle and his little face. He's so cute. I call him Pooch. Sonny never puts fairy liquid in the scrub daddy, so I'm going there to clean the pots and it's empty, always.
I literally filled it up yesterday. I also noticed
You never do.
in the last episode,
Yeah.
you bitched about having to refill an ice cube tray.
Which I do all the time.
And in this
now.
one, you're bitching about having to fill up a scrub daddy. These are just jobs that we have to do in life. This actually has nothing to do with me.
I just feel like you never put the energy in to fill it up.
I think you just remember every time you do it.
Every time, though. Every time I go and wash something, I need to fill it up. So what are you doing in the
Really?
day?
You do it.
Just squeezing
You have
it
to
out?
fill that up daily.
No.
Exactly.
Every other day I do, though.
I just think you're moaning about just regular jobs we have to do in life.
All right, I've got another one then.
I don't even have a flat fury this week. It's like, I don't fucking know. You do annoying stuff, but that's it.
Let me put the knives in the goddamn dishwasher.
No, because it ruins them.
Who said? Karen once.
All of that. It just is a fact. It ruins the handle.
Google
It
it.
just ruins.
Google it and tell me.
We've
because
had knives in the past, like, not ruined, but it just is not the best. And it takes 2 seconds to clean a knife.
Why don't you say something that I've done that you appreciate? Maybe what I did yesterday.
Shit, we might be here for a minute.
No,
Let me
I did
think.
such a nice thing yesterday.
That had nothing to do with you.
Yes, it did. I got given so many freebies and I brought them all back to Sonny. Sausage rolls, loaves of sourdough, focaccia, cinnamon buns, croissants, everything, muffins. And I brought them back for Sonny.
You didn't bring them back
did.
for me. You brought them back for us. Your boss's cleaner, if I'm correct,
Shall I just quickly
also
spat it out?
cleans at a Gale's. And so, at the end of the day, they were saying, we're going to throw all this away. Would you rather take it? She goes,
She normally
I'll
gives it to
take
charity, but she came back to my boss's house to clean, and she was like, "Guys, come to my cart." We opened the car door. There's like honestly 75 loaves of sourdough. So we just took it all, some of it.
Are you admitting to me now that you've stolen from a charity?
No, because
That would
we
have
are
gone
the
to-
charity right now.
That would have gone to people who deserved it way more than us.
We took honestly 1/56th of it. Maybe Flat Fury's dead.
I just said it's I was saying it last week, it's just us bickering. And I can't really think of something you've done that's annoying. You just do
Wow.
You just
You
do
heard it here
annoying
first,
stuff.
guys.
Like look at the table, you just spread your shit out. And that's the most annoying part.
I'm a
is just you
spreader.
spread your shit out. Let's move on and let's help somebody out.
It's the Weekly Wonder.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is on my
We
list.
do dilemma, then the Weekly Wonder to
Oh,
end.
sorry.
Absolute dickhead. Help me. I got a dilemma. Help me.
Can you do it with a
Not
bit more
just any
passion?
dilemma. Help me.
Help me.
There's some dilemma conundrum. There you go.
You sounded quite pissed off doing that.
I'm angry because this dilemma, it's pissed me off.
It is bad.
I've not heard it, but it's pissed me off.
I just read Sonny the title. This is the title of the
It's
dilemma that we got
boiling
sent.
my blood.
My best friend is dating our ex again,
Ooh.
and I don't know what to do.
Ooh.
Our ex.
So, first things first. Did they share this boy at one point?
I don't
Were
fully
they
know. I've not
dating
read
him at
it.
the same time, and that's why it's our ex, or just separate times?
I think they've both dated the same boy.
at the same time.
Let's get into this. Long story short, I broke up with my ex because he cheated on me. Then my best friend, dated him. She's put in brackets, I was fine with this. We were all friends. Still.
Well, that's pretty big of her in the first place. I don't know, obviously, the time gap in between like them breaking up and her friend getting with the boyfriend.
I just think
There's a big time gap, maybe, but if it's like a couple weeks later.
But there's ages on
she's
this,
cool.
right? There's ages. The boy's 25 and they're both 23. So this is like us kind of ages. I mean, I'm 26,
Us
old
kind
girl.
of ages.
It's not just like a little relationship that started when you're 16. So if one of my best friends got with one of my exes, you're not my friend anymore. That's done. You don't date your friend's exes. And also, he cheated on her. Why are you still friends with him?
What if they're in love? Are you going to hold back love?
No, but why? No, but just... No!
Do you hate love?
I love love.
You love love? It doesn't sound like it.
I do, but also...
Sounds like you love your love, but you hate everyone else's love.
You're winding me up today.
Yeah, but that's pretty easy, isn't it?
Shall I continue with the story?
Please.
So they're all still friends. He cheated on her. He also ended up cheating on my friend too, and then she left him. Shortly after this, he insulted me pretty severely, so I cut ties with him and declared I wanted to never see him again. I wonder what he said to her. If she's forgiven him for cheating, but not for a comment.
Maybe he said something like, I'm happy I cheated on you.
Ooh, I've had a similar sitch to that.
What, you've had somebody say, I'm happy I cheated on you? That's
Nah,
the
they're not
way
gonna
to
listen.
lose an argument.
No, I had someone and they were
Fuck
like...
it. If they listen, get in touch. You can be on the next week's episode.
Get in touch.
We
If
want to hear
this
your
person gets
side.
in
I want to hear
touch-
their side of
Oi,
the
oi,
story.
oi. No, they're dead to me. They are in the box.
And if
in
anyone-
the coffin.
I know it's only Rita listening. If anyone hears a dilemma and thinks, fuck, that's about me, get in touch with the podcast. We want to hear your side as well.
I mean,
I don't think that'll ever happen because I don't think Rita is doing much cheating
I don't
recently.
think she's dating her friend's exes. But anyway,
Yeah, she's in that home.
No,
so
I had
maybe
this boy
there's
say-
plenty of fucking happening in old people's home.
2 years go by. She dates someone else and things had been great. Then she leaves her current boyfriend and is single for a little bit. It didn't go that great then, did it? We hung out about 2 months ago and she broke the news to me that she wasn't only talking to our ex again, but she was actively dating him again after we talked so excessively about how he hurt us both so much and how stupid he is and how once a cheater, always a cheater, them type of things.
Yeah, so
She's just gone back.
Yeah, she's not even just like talking to him. According to this, the full-blown dating again.
The fact that they're also friends anyway. Oh, she's not, but it's annoying.
I'd love to say that people are idiots, but I feel like it's more nuanced than that, and I can't just say you're a fucking idiot, don't get with it. Clearly there's something.
Yeah, they're having a connection and chemistry.
This guy
but
must have some sort of pizzazz. Some,
Or
what
he's
is
just
it?
manipulative.
Je ne sais quoi, or whatever they
Je ne
say.
sais quoi.
I don't know what that means.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Yeah, you know. I'ma say mama sa and Martin sa. He's got a bit of a I'ma say mama sa and Martin sa.
Says.
So he's got to have something about him to like,
Mm.
I don't know, keep bringing them back.
Okay, but this continues. I don't really care that she's making a potentially dumb decision. She says he's changed, but I don't believe it. In the end, that's her life, and who am I to tell her that she's making a bad choice? So this person is aware. We've not even given names.
Person writing in is Felicity.
Felicity.
Yeah. The boy is
Maximus.
And the other girl is
Florentina.
Florentina, I guess.
Felicity, Florentina, and Maximus. So Felicity doesn't even care that Florentina's making a bad choice.
I don't think it's that she doesn't care. I think it's that she's like, your choice. I'm gonna stay out of this. I'm gonna step back.
Yeah. Also,
Which
she
honestly
needs
is
to
the
protect
best.
her own energy.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Is just be like, I can tell you what I think, but it's your world, your life. You do your choice.
Which
you
is the
do you,
mature
girl.
thing to do. Support your friend, but also you can have your wits about the situation. So she's put however in capitals.
And this is when it goes completely the opposite way, and she reveals that she isn't just stepping aside. And
I
she's
don't know.
diving headfirst into the
No,
sitch.
I refuse to see him. I want nothing to do with him. Maybe if he gave me an actual wholehearted apology, I'd consider it, but I really would rather not. So what? He's going to, sorry for saying that comment. Sorry for cheating on you. Oh, it's all okay. No.
I know I said I didn't want to say it earlier, but people are idiots.
I know. Now, she's invited me to an event that he's definitely going to be at, and I've kind of been distant with her since she told me, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know if I should tell her straight up that I don't want to see him, but obviously it's not fair for me to tell her I would only go if he wasn't there. I don't know what to do. Help me.
So,
Help me.
this sounds to me like a classic love triangle.
I don't think it's a love triangle. I don't think...
It's a classic Netflix
No, it's
are writing
not.
this movie down right now.
Felicity, genuinely, I don't think she actually wants to go. and see this boy. I don't think she has feelings for this boy. She just does not like him. You get to a point where you have an ex and you just think, I just don't even like you as a person. Why am I so upset about you? I don't like you.
No, I do get that. I mean, you don't want to see him. I don't know, because there's a part of me that just wants to be like, suck it up, go to the event and not speak to him. Like, you don't have to like stay next to him all night and your friend. If you're at an event, I'm assuming you know other people, and
She might not.
maybe there's like some art to look at or some shit to do at this event. I don't really know.
If it's your
I'm assuming they're posh people who go into like art galleries.
I assume that if it's her friend's event that her friend's hosting, she needs to be there to support her.
Yeah, that's fine, but you don't have to like be next to her all night talking to her.
No, of course you don't. But I just think go to the event, do not talk to him, but also don't like blatantly like avoid him. Just be you, be strong, show him how confident you actually are now, because this comment has rocked you, obviously. Don't let his words put you down. He is just so not worth it. And also, he's cheated on her once. They're not going to last. And if they do, well done. Look at Jamie Lang and Sophia Boo. She used to be with Sam Thompson, and he went to their wedding last week.
He sure did. Those people you're talking about that I'm aware of sure did.
Made in Chelsea.
I don't really have the most interesting advice. It's just like,
I would keep...
fuck this dude, really. Not like fuck this dude, but like fuck off.
I would
screw
keep
this dude.
Maximus...
Like, not screw this dude. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. I would have your wits about Maximus and... what's her name? Florentina. Why have we done this?
You did this. You did this all. And then you bully me.
She should keep her wits about them both, because you don't want a friend who's going to go back to your ex. You just don't.
Maybe go after your friend's other ex.
No.
There's got to be a fourth guy in there we can get involved.
There was that guy she was dating who was great, and then she broke up with him.
Well,
But
then go back to him.
that's very messy, and that's not good advice.
What, to sleep? Not sleep even, just like, I don't know.
I just think get a better friendship circle. Move away from this whole situation.
Maybe that is the
Cut ties.
move.
Who's giving the good advice this week? Not Sonny, who's like, go fuck his friend.
I think I'm just going to start giving like rogue advice just to make more dilemmas for future podcast episodes.
Great. Well, that was...
Help me.
No, we
I've
don't need
got
the
a
whole thing. We don't need the
dilemma.
whole thing. Thanks for that. Do you know what time it is? The Weekly Wonder, the Weekly Wonder, the Weekly Wonder, the Weekly Wonder. Ooh, right.
So you threw out a little question, weekly wonder, whatever it's called, to the simpletons.
And the Painy babies.
And this week was all about phobias.
We got some great responses. Honestly, great. I'm going to read you a few out. None of them had much explanation. It just literally had what their phobias were.
I think we can fill in the blanks
Okay.
and
Flowers.
figure out. Flowers?
But I know this person. They don't like flowers because they get scared that the middle bit is going to like chomp, like Little Shop of Horrors
They've
vibes.
had a Little Shop of Horror experience, and I get it.
Like this person once bought me flowers, but they couldn't give them to me because they were too scared of the flowers. But yeah, flowers. Strange one because I love flowers.
That is an odd one. I remember someone told me they were allergic to grass.
That's
and I
hay
just,
fever, no?
but I didn't realize at the time. And I was just like, you fucking moron. Imagine being allergic to grass. What a fucking pussy. And everyone pointed and laughed at this person. And we all bullied them and we throw stones at them and stuff. And then I realized it's just hay fever. That's just what hay fever is, which is like what most people have.
Exactly.
But wording it like I'm allergic to grass.
Yeah.
Just really, I was like, who the fuck are you?
We did. We did have some classics. The Dentist was one, which I understand.
More Little Shop of Horrors. This movie caused trauma and phobias.
Oh, yeah. Another phobia was like the classic snakes, spiders, but we wanted weird ones. So here's one, milk.
Yeah, if this is the person I'm thinking of, I kind of know the backstory. Wasn't it someone, don't know how people can like shoot milk out their eyes?
Oh, I can't remember the backstory.
I believe the reason it happened is because when they were young, someone like squirted milk out their eyes. Because there's like a way you can do that. Again, check it out on YouTube.
How do you know this about this person?
Because I was like, whoa, you can shoot milk out your eyes? That's cool.
They can eat, for example, this might be wrong, ice cream, right? As soon as it starts to melt, get that shit away from this person. So yeah, milk. This is a iconic
Imagine
one.
when they were a kid breastfeeding.
Oh,
Nightmare.
who knows? Someone catching me using Shazam.
That's just I don't
That's
think
just
that's
an ick if you're using
I don't think
Shazam.
that's embarrassing, but I think that person is just scared of embarrassment. Their phobia is being embarrassed about their music taste.
Yeah, but if you go to a concert, for example, if I
concert
see
is
someone at Harry
different.
Styles doing Shazam, get out. You don't deserve to be in
a
Hollywood.
concert is different because, like, you've paid a lot of money most of the time to go to a show to see someone you like. If you're in a bar or a club and you hear a song you don't know and you may be like, oh, what's this? I'll Shazam it. Little less embarrassing. If you pay to see someone and then you're Shazamming the music there, that's dumb.
But that's someone's phobia, and I think it's iconic. Someone has put polystyrene, and I know a couple of people who are scared of, like, you know, like some like chalkboard, nails on chalkboard, textures.
Oh yeah, that stuff kind of gets to me a bit.
Does me too. Like, it makes my
Texture,
jaw go
sounds, that's kind of stuff.
Pigeons.
Fuck pigeons though. Like, I don't have a phobia of pigeons, but like,
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? No.
Yeah,
no,
weird as
no,
shit.
you haven't.
Oh well, no, because I've googled it because I thought I've never seen a baby pigeon. I'll Google it. There's a reason we've never seen baby pigeons. They're horrid.
Have you ever seen our neighbours bringing in the shopping? I've not.
We live
Anywhere.
we live in a flat.
We still have neighbours. Even back home, I've never seen them bringing shopping in.
Yeah, well, also fuck our neighbours. There's a whole thing about that.
Oh yeah, Sonny nearly got arrested by our
I
neighbours.
never nearly got arrested. I was 16 throwing a pot. There's a whole thing to this. It's like,
Anyway.
just go watch the Seth Rogen film Bad Neighbours.
Oh my gosh, this is a popular one. We got 3 people say this. Do you know what trypophobia is?
Yeah, it's the holes, right?
How did you know that?
A lot of holes that make you
Holes in
uncomfortable.
the skin,
So,
holes.
oh, they'd hate a scrub daddy.
You know, I was in a restaurant once with our mum, and this guy, we were sat in this lovely Italian restaurant. This guy had like a hole here where he had to cover. Anyway,
Yeah, from smoking.
Yeah,
a hole in his throat.
in his throat.
Yeah,
For the
you point and
listeners.
say here.
For the
a
audio
hole in his throat
listeners.
from smoking.
Yeah, I don't know if it was from like a trachea.
Most likely
something.
smoking or cancer caused from smoking.
Anyway, it was sad, but he got something stuck, so he ripped open his bandage and wiped this hole at my mum.
Oh, that would
She
get to
couldn't.
me.
But she was like, "Oh my god, phobia."
But I think the difference with that is that's a hole in a person where a hole shouldn't be.
Someone put when my food touches on the plate.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
I'm no
that's an odd
psychologist.
one.
Is that a phobia or is that kind of like an obsessive-y?
Maybe you are a psychologist.
I'm not. But I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, stop.
You checked your degrees?
But they don't like their food touching on a plate. Imagine
That's
a
just
fry
hassle.
up, a fry up beans and
That's what
scrambled
I mean.
egg.
That
They do
sounds
not
like
like
a
it.
hassle. I wonder if they've got plates at
They do.
home with like they have plates at home. No way. I wonder if they have plates at home with like dividers in the middle.
Oh, like prison trays.
Yeah, kind of like the prison tray, so they can like
Maybe.
organize their food. If not, and you're listening to this, that's what you need.
We had another one. Wooden cutlery.
Oh, I hate wooden
Oh.
cutlery, and maybe this is gross for the listeners to hear. If I ever have to eat something with wooden cutlery, I'll put the wooden cutlery in my mouth and just let it soak for a bit.
Ew, that is disgusting.
So it's
We just lost Rita.
not as wood textured. Like
Not
I'll
as
like
wood
I'll damp it down a bit so it's not as gross in my mouth
That's
for next
disgusting.
time.
I had to use, when it was lockdown, I went to Aragon House in SW6 and genuinely, they gave me a full ribeye steak with wooden cutlery.
Oh,
Who does that?
I got it worse the other day.
Because of COVID. I couldn't use metal.
I got it worse the other day at a wedding. I got given pork or some sort of red meat, kind of like that. I don't even know if pork's red meat.
Pork isn't red meat.
But I got like some big old meat, and I got 2 plastic spoons. Sorry, we ran out of cutlery here. I hope this is okay.
Use your
2
fingers.
plastic spoons, like teaspoons, like small ones that are meant to like cut a fucking piece of meat with.
There's been one more. Being stuck in a lift while someone is being sick. And now this can lead perfectly into my phobia.
I was stuck in a lift once. It was the day we moved into this flat.
But
and we
when
were
you stuck with your
checking-
girlfriend?
At the
Ex.
time, yeah.
That's fun, no?
Hey, it was pretty fun if you know what I mean. It was pretty fun in that lift if you know what I mean.
I need to vomit.
Don't vomit in that lift.
Oh, my phobia is vomiting. Now, anyone who actually knows me probably knows this because I bring it up when you first meet me because I'm actually scared.
Hi, my name's Ruby. I'm scared of vomiting. Nice to meet you.
I don't know when it started. I don't know how it started. When I
this
spoke to
is.
Lindy, she asked me, where did the phobia come from? Where did it start? And I thought back, she was like, what's your earliest memory? And I genuinely didn't know. I had to ask our parents. And I found out that Karen Payne, our mother, as soon as she gave birth to me, projectiled.
On you?
Maybe. But it got so intense that I was once on the tube and genuinely couldn't get on because I was I was so anxious to feel sick.
Once you don't take the tube because of that.
I didn't even get on the tube yesterday. Lindy, I need to come back to you. But anyway, I got this therapy with Lindy, and she basically...
Hypnotherapy.
Well, no, it was just therapy, but she hypnotized me in the therapy.
So hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
Got hypnotized.
She made me think of the worst moment relating to vomit, and then she made me think of a really calming time. And I just went back and forth, back and forth.
So what did you think of?
My
worst bit.
My worst was literally that time when I felt so sick on the tube. The worst, someone vomiting right next to me or me vomiting on the tube. I'm stuck. So then my calm moment was I had two options. One was Lanzarote with the fam, calm, by the pool.
Wow, that sounds pretty chaotic.
So calm. It was lovely.
If you've ever been on holiday with the family.
With the Paynes. Another calm moment, it's not actually that calm, but I'm with Georgia and Ellie Rose having
two friends of yours.
Yeah. Having just the best time. So I had to think back to that.
Ruby did a little dancing motion when she was like the best time. So just dancing is what she was referring to.
Anyway, yeah, so Lindy got me to do that, and I do feel much better about it now, although I'm still struggling to get on the tube.
And have you continued thinking about the worst and best?
Yeah.
Like,
no, you don't think about the worst, but when you feel like you're getting in that situation where you think, if I consciously think, Sonny could be sick on that sofa now, that's a bad thought, and I have to think about...
Oh, God. Sorry about that. I couldn't hold it in.
I'm going to leave this episode now. See you guys.
Well, I guess it's just the Sunny podcast now. Let's talk all about film.
Great, we love that. So yeah, that's my phobia. But we got some really crazy phobias. What's your phobia, Sonny?
I don't really have like a phobia. I have more irrational fears.
Because we live in a flat and your phobia is not going to come into a flat, hopefully.
One thing I'm kind of spooked about is like crocodiles and alligators. And I know
Spooked.
I've only ever interacted once in the wild. I've seen one. Not like at a zoo or anything. When I was in Australia, there's a video of two crocs or alligators. I don't know. You scientists out there can correct me at some point. These two alligators chilling next to each other, and one of the alligators accidentally puts his arm in the other alligator's like mouth. And the other alligator, without question...
It's an alligator arm? I thought it was a human.
No, there's another. That's what's worse about it.
It's his
just
friend.
his buddy. That's what
Oh.
showed me how fucking cold-hearted they were. I ain't fucking with those.
No,
I'm
that's
staying
scary.
away from those. But like you say, I live in Wembley on a 9th story in a flat. So like, when is an alligator gonna get here? And then my other less irrational fear, and this might creep you out, and I believe
Oh, God.
this is a universal fear for every single person.
Is it going to be when you're driving down the motorway and someone could crash into you?
No.
Oh.
Home invasion. Have you ever seen the film The Stranger or The Strangers?
Yeah.
Like that. That kind of creeps me
I
out.
don't ever think about
Just the
that.
fact that someone can break into your home and like tie you up and just torture you and murder you.
I don't think about that.
Now you will.
I won't.
See those metal chairs there? Imagine us two tied up, mouth gagged with an apple. There's a fear of vegetables.
Oh. I used to be scared of ISIS.
Fear of terrorists.
We're not putting this in the pod. It's so somber.
You're scared of terrorists, but not a home invasion, which is like terrorism built down to the most personal scale.
I know, but with terrorism, they want to... what's the word?
Ruby, she went, what's the word? And then proceeded to just do gun fingers at me. like she's either part of ISIS or off her head in a rave. I don't know what you mean, kill? Are you saying kill, shoot up,
No, where they get rid of a large amount of people.
execute?
No! That was the Weekly Wonder, guys. Oh, God.
There's a fear of children.
That's
and it's
me.
called pedophobia. That was great. Thanks, guys, for sticking... well, that was great.
Stop.
We shouldn't record. I know it's not early, but we shouldn't record this early anymore. Thank you for listening, guys. If you made it this far, I'm very proud of you.
Well done. You're a true fan. What have you got coming up this week?
My buddy's coming over today, Kurt. We're going to do a bit of work and some stuff like that. Might have a photo shoot, working on my next short film.
Fun.
On Sunday, I'm going to see Tom Hanks because he's got a new book out. He's doing like a little Q&A thing soon.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I've got kind of coming up. What about yourself?
I'm a
Well,
concert...
that's great. Thanks, guys. Remember to listen back next...
I'm going to see Summertime Ball. I'm going to Capital Summertime Ball.
Oh yeah, the summertime ball is
Buzzing.
happening on Sunday.
But
Who's
Lewis
there?
Capaldi, no,
Who's
he's just
there?
dropped out.
That's
He's
who's
the
not
headline-
there.
no.
Who's there?
He's the headline act. He's just dropped out.
So he's not there. Who is there?
Niall Horan, Sagala, Ray, Jonas Brothers.
The Joe Bros are there.
Yeah. Can't wait. Then it's Harry Styles next week, Sunny. So buzzing. We're having a barbecue on the roof. I cannot bloody wait. Have a lovely week, guys. Thanks for listening. Follow us on all our channels.
Yeah, thank you for checking us out. Of course, we're on YouTube at Payne and Simple Podcast. We're at Instagram at the same handle. You're at Ruby May Payne. I'm at Sunny_Payne. Send your dilemmas, recommendations, questions, whatever you want to payneandsimplepodcast@gmail.com.
Give us a 5 stars on Spotify.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
This is what people say
Tell
at the
your
end of podcasts,
enemies. Give us one piece of advice. Go.
Eat your greens.
Lovely. Get some therapy. Bye. Much love.
We're not sponsored by BetterHelp yet.